most of the time you shoot wings. And then the last thing that I would say is like clams or mussels, like fishy type clams, mussels, or like even sushi. Something like fishy, which is kind of like fish. That's what I was like would go with it because I mean pineapples would probably actually be good with it because it doesn't have that so much sweetness that it would overpower it. So I can't disagree with you. I think that like rich food would go with something.
Oh, I thought you were looking for some types or something like that. Sorry,
no.
You just named like 4 of my favorite soups that are like
the cream based like.
Do me a favor, talk to my mom. If you want to make my soup that I love, take it.
All right. Valkyrie Division title match up next, and here comes our dominant tag champion, Kaz Octet. Wins 2 straight matches against Slammin' Sarah Wilson to take and defend her title.
My mommy. Coming out here is Kaz, the spider in her web. She has the strap. She took it from Whitney Wilson.
She's got to be feeling really good about this match. She's got to be feeling good about her chances here.
So Trev, Jason, as the stat guy, how long was that reign that Pantheon just got booked? Was that like 3 pay-per-views?
It was at least 2 pay-per-views. Well, no, because they took it in September. That was when the backstab happened.
Oh, I thought it was before that. But, okay, go ahead. No, you're fine.
So this is a very interesting story regarding Andromeda's climb to the top here. Andromeda won at in the last episode of Thursday Night Magic. She won a fatal 4-way match to become a number 2 contender, and then watched as Kaz Octet skipped ahead in line and jumped Sarah, took the title, and then defended it. Andromeda, nobody qualified to face Andromeda as a number 2 contender, so Andromeda clinched the number 1 contendership.
Hey, you know who qualified to face Andromeda? Bjorn. Last week, let's be honest, she took a heavy beating from a bigger guy, but I think this size discrepancy is scary in this match. This is like Mama Negro going against Ned. Kind of scary.
But the difference is that Kaz Octet is coming off of 2 straight decisive victories. Andromeda is coming off a bad loss that saw her get disqualified with the Sentinels.
There you go. Andromeda, a very scary fighter. Just looks naked in that outfit. That's okay. Choices?
The Valkyrie Division title on the line. The challenger, Andromeda, the JWL World Champion, one of the hottest signings in history for the MMWF, and the champion, the woman with the far better skin tone, but also the extremely dominant Kaz Octet.
She's wearing UM colors, and UM has been on fire. Maybe they'll give her some spark tonight.
Could Kaz get... This would be the ultimate statement win, and honestly, if Kaz beats Andromeda, I don't know if there's anybody in this Fed that can beat Kaz. It'll be a while before we can find the person that could beat Kaz. For the title, anyway. I mean, yeah, Yopter can beat Kaz, or Bjorn can beat Kaz, but it wouldn't mean anything.
Yeah. Maybe Yopter will take a page out of Thor's book and dress up as a woman.
There we go. Oh, but a big gut buster there by Kaz. Andromeda failing to punish. And Kaz is starting off this match really well.
Kaz is playing it by the book she needs to play. Don't let power moves like that happen. Is basically Kaz's moveset here. That's her playbook right there.
Kaz, big suplex, slamming Andromeda to the mat. But the pale one, Andromeda.
The Morlock.
Yeah, there we go. Kaz wheeling Andromeda back, and Kaz is looking like the better of the two in this match already.
Kaz power wrestling left and right here. Keeping it alive.
And Andromeda, though, you can see she's starting to get frustrated. Now looping the rope around Kaz and then dragging it through for a suplex. Now she's starting to really abuse the spider.
The question is, what happens with Spider when it meets the boot?
Gonna be very harsh. Andromeda does have that big boot in her repertoire. Kaz puts Andromeda in the corner, and gets flipped over. Flipped over, nice back body drop by Kaz.
Kaz is playing that book. She's using Andromeda's weight and strength against her.
Kaz with the running push. Andromeda.
Oh, Kaz with a big reversal there.
We're actually watching this match. It looks like Andromeda's really on the ropes. What does Oh, that big boot that I just talked about. What does Andromeda need to do to get the win here?
She's going to wrestle her match and needs to not get locked up in any of those submission moves.
Jesus, just fast strikes there from Kaz.
But tremendous elbow.
Uh-oh.
Now an elevated camel clutch here. Kaz getting locked into submission move.
This is what Andromeda needs to do. Slow the match down. Make it not a fast match. Make it a power match.
This is the first real test we've seen of Andromeda's abilities. And are you kidding? Oh no, wait a minute.
The inverted sharpshooter here.
No, it's the Galaxy Lock!
The Galaxy Lock.
And now Kaz is stuck in that deadly submission move with nowhere to go. I cannot believe that Andromeda even let it go.
Kaz looking like a Miss Ann's pretzel over there.
Oh my goodness, what a back body drop to get back in this match. Oh, Ryan!
Andromeda just pulling it out.
1, 2, 3!
Oh my God! Andromeda took so much offense, but then was able to pull it out. Roxy, what do you think of that performance? Is this a case of how many moves equal how many other moves?
I think Andromeda got some very good offense in, and finished it quick before Kaz could really get it much more submission.
This is, we haven't seen what Andromeda could do in a match like this yet. We've seen her go up against, some of the mid-card talent, but here we go up against one of the top women in this company, and she comes out and wins in almost 5 minutes. That arm of Orion, deadly as ever. Andromeda, for the first time in the MMWF, Andromeda has a title. It's the women's title. She is Queen of the Valkyries.
I don't trust.
That's 4 for 4 on title changes.
Big change. Sean Woolley's got to be thinking, what does he need to do to break this streak here tonight? Looking at these matches that we have coming up here, you got to look at First Blood. Vane didn't call that match, but Vane is renowned for busting people open. You then look at a Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm.
That is Ryder's right there to lose or win. Oh, sorry. I thought that was the next match. I apologize.
That is coming up very soon here.
But we have... Not Creighton. Oh, I would love to see that again.
This match is just as exciting, though.
I think when we're looking at this match coming up, Ned is going to murder Harper. They share the same handshake. But overall, I think Ned is almost unbeatable. He's been beaten very few times by very select people. Harper is a great competitor. Harper is an amazing competitor. Hardcore Extreme Rules is off the table, right?
Well, it is a Hell in a Cell match, so it absolutely is an Extreme Rules match.
All right, never mind. Harper has a chance, but honestly, I think this is Ned's match to lose. Roxy, who do you got here in this one?
You know, I don't really have a stake in this one. It's, I just call it the match as I see it.
Jason, who do you got in this one?
I agree with you. I think Ned's size is going to be too much. If Ned does something crazy to Fuzzy with the cell here, Fuzzy is going to have a real problem.
Do we have another new entrance?
Yes, we do.
Is Scala?
No, Bond.
Bond. Oh, same thing. Great entrance, great theme song for a great fighter.
And a great champion.
New classical? What? Ned, you know what? I'm throwing it out to chat. We're kind of we got Ned here in the booth. We got two Neds and an undecided, so that comes out with a Ned for the booth. Chat, who do you got? I just get yelled at. And here he is, the man of 1,000 beatdowns.
So, Taco Loco saying Ned as well.
Of course he would. They're stable together. But my point is this man right here, one of the few people, I think one of the few people I can say that almost has as many or more concussions than Cobble, that can speak in coherent sentences still. OSU Medical Centers actually requested several brain scans of Fuzzy because they think they have a cure for Alzheimer's from the way he handles concussions. A very scary competitor. He just insane. He doesn't give a shit. His body is not a temple. His body is a torture chamber that he puts himself through. The crowd loves him. Two great guys that both the crowd love. We'll see what happens here tonight.
The challenger, Brandon Fuzzy Harper, no stranger to the extreme matches. But
Ned isn't either.
Ned is absolutely not either. What a great first year that Ned has had in this federation. Ned has gone from being kind of a novelty character, kind of a weird character, to holding an interstate championship, being one of two people to hold the interstate and intercontinental championships.
Let's list them out. Interstate, hardcore, intercontinental. He broke so many streaks. He was the undefeatable man for a long period of time. Fuzzy, the hardcore icon. Also, the guy who this year, let's look at it. Intercontinental. Hardcore multiple times. No, hardcore once. And in the World Championship spotlight multiple times. But they tie up.
The cell is lowered. It is going to start to get violent.
Nobody's going to get hanged tonight, are they?
No.
Thank God. Oh. Ned just applying damage liberally here to Fuzzy. I think this might be the title that does not switch tonight.
I agree that